Alright, in today's YouTube video, we're going to be learning how to calculate the SMA, exactly how they do it on TradingView. You can see here, if we look at the PineScript language, this is just an easier way to look at it. It's basically saying, do a for loop through 0 to y, which is, I guess, your length, and then you sum up all of this information here, and then you divide it by y, which looks kind of disgusting. So basically, it's this. Your source 1 all the way to your source length minus your length, or divided by your length, and they basically have that here. And so you would end up getting obviously an SMA, and the difference between the SMA and the EMA is, if you look at the EMA here, if this will actually come up, it is calculated differently. The EMA is a weighted moving average, and this is the way TradingView calculates it. And for the SMA, it calculates it just like standard SMA. So what does that look like for us? Well, I have it already calculated over here, so we're going to go over this calculation. We're going to do this together, and then after we do that, I'm going to show you guys my back tester where well, after that, we'll go ahead and plot it so you can see here that it looks exactly the same as it does if we were to actually bring it up over here. Look at this. This basically looks the exact same as if we were to come down here and look at this. Let's zoom in so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Anyways, you guys can see that it does look exactly the same. So this looks the same as this. And we'll also even be able to verify the numbers here. If we scroll down a little bit, we'll be able to look at these numbers, and let's zoom in here and show that these numbers are the same numbers. Let's see, this is 24588, yep, 9533, and then you can see down here 34588 9533. Got all these decimal places correct. So the rest of these are, you're just gonna have to trust me, or when you learn how to do this yourself, you can do that. And then after that, we're going to learn more about the back tester, where we're able to run, look at this, 7,000 different possible combinations between order settings and indicator settings and all this other stuff. And we had 20 million candles in less than 2 minutes, whereas the regular Python way did only 96 combinations in 3 minutes. So we did 70 plus times more and faster. And that's because we're running it in the Nitro Boost versus the regular Python. So if you guys are interested in learning how to test over tons and tons and tons, and then what we will do after that is you'll be able to see the wins, the losses, the gains, the upside, all that other fun stuff. And then we're going to be able to have it run on this script that I created. This is not TradingView, but it shows you each and every single trade that happened that you want to see, where we place our stop loss, our entries, and all that other fun stuff. So hopefully during the process of this video, I'll be able to earn your guys' trust, and you guys will want to use the backtester, and also, most importantly, join the community. The backtester is completely free. The community, which is linked down below, is completely free. Join the Discord, and all my links, the link in the description box, all my links have the Discord, the Telegram group, all my other YouTube channels. But join the Discord, join the Telegram, and let's build a community of algorithmic traders. And hopefully I've earned that right from you guys. But if not, I just hope that you come to this video and you learn exactly what it is that you're looking to learn, which is how to calculate the SMA through Python. And also, I'm going to be talking in more general terms, so people like JavaScript users can possibly follow along with it. But if you guys have any questions, join the Discord, join the Telegram, and ask me there, okay? Because leaving a comment here is going to get buried. So anyways, let's go ahead and do this. So like I said, I'm using my backtester. I'm easily able to just download candles to this Mutex exchange. This works on, you can get the candles from anywhere, through Binance, through Y Finance, through whatever it is. You just need to be able to get the closing data, or whatever data. You can SMA the open, or whatever. You can SMA the whatever data you want. But anyways, I'm just using this because it's a million times easier. And here, I'm just getting the candles. My candles are set to open, high, low, close. And here's a close shift in case we need it. And let's go ahead and download the latest candles. All right, it took us basically no time at all. So like I said, if we look here at the PineScript, and this is the easier way to look at it. We basically have to have the cumulative sum, right? And so here we're using a Numpy. And so if for any reason you run into any problems with this video or anything like that, again, join the Discord or Telegram and let me know there. But I'm using Numpy and I'm using Python 3.10.10, okay? And so if you guys want, you just import Numpy as np, right? So, well, the first thing that we need to do is we just need to create an array that's going to be equal to np.comeSum, which is basically the cumulative sum of close, and the data type is going to be np.float. And we put a little thing at the end because it could be 32, 64, whatever, you know. And so this is basically going to do this, except through our entire close, right? And so if you are on JavaScript, you have to figure out a way to cumulatively add and create an array that basically is that. So here, you'll see that we start to get some pretty gigantic numbers here because all we're doing is adding this to this and then adding this to the next one and adding this to the next one and adding this to the next one and so on and so on and so on and so on, okay? So after we have done that, we want to do array. And in this case, we're going to do 15. So this is going to be the length. Let's just do this. So we're going to say array length colon. So we're basically saying from 15 onward of the array, we want that to equal array length minus array negative 15 or negative length. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. I found this code on Stack Overflow, and this part I don't quite understand why. I just know that it works. But yeah, basically we're going to be subtracting. So we're going to start at 0 and subtract the thing that's in 0 from the thing that's in 15. Then we're going to go to 1 and we're going to subtract what's in 1 with 16. And then subtract what's in 2 from 17, and so on and so on and so on and so on. And we're just going to keep going down the line. And then we're going to plug that into the array length right here. So if we do that, you'll see here that we end up getting some bigger numbers. And then it starts to like kind of calm down a little bit. So you can see here, these things were getting just bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then we started to say around 5,000. Okay. All right. And I'm pretty sure the math is something like this. Because basically, if you think about it, if we start at 15, we're going to add this and add this and add this to go to like, I don't know, 30. And so that is probably exactly what's happening here. I don't want to do the math to prove it. I just know that it works. And so let's just roll with it, right? Okay. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to create the SMA. It's going to equal np.full like source, close np.name. So we're going to create an array that is the same length as close, and we're going to fill it with np.nan. So again, if you're using JavaScript, you're going to have to create a list or an array or whatever you guys call it, and make it the same size as your close value, close array, and then fill it with nan values. Then here we're going to go SMA length -1, and we want to get everything after that, and we want that to equal array length -1, and everything after that divided by the length. Okay, so the reason why we're doing length -1 is because if we're at 15, then 0 counts as a column, So we want to start at, if we want to get 0 through 14, that's actually 15 columns. So that's why we have to do length minus 1, because our length is 15 right here. And so that's another thing about this is, you know, shouldn't this be minus 1 here, and then like this should be minus 1 or something like that? Listen, you guys already saw the accuracy and how it's like literally spot on to TradingView. So I'm not going to question this, and I'm not going to go through and do the math. I just know that it works, okay? So let's not question it. So here, we're basically going to be dividing length by each one of these. And so that's why I'm saying I don't want to do the math, is because that's basically what this is right here. And so somebody's already gone through and did the math and did the logic and said, hey, if I just do this, I can vectorize it and do this. Right? And so we don't have to do any for looping. We don't have to do any of this stuff. So for JavaScript people, you might have to do a for loop. You might have to do some type of for loop that's like this for each and every single one. Or you might have to do a for loop that looks something like this. I'm sure that there's got to be something like this for JavaScript. So if you're a JavaScript watcher, and if there's not, let me know what the solution is, and I'll make a video specifically for JavaScript. All right? If you somehow happen to be a JavaScript person, but I would suggest you learn some Python, so that way you can actually use my backtester and work along and stuff like that. But anyways, so this is now the SMA. So if we do this and we print out the SMA, so let's go ahead and get some of the latest data here. Let's just download the data and do this. And then let's go ahead and bring this up. Oh yeah, we're checking. Okay. So this is, I'll read the numbers out. 345971533. So it's 345971533. Spot on. Then the next one, it is 34592.5667. It's the same exact thing, spot on. So you guys want to see here, if we just look at this number right here, 34592.5667. The next one, 34589.9600. What is it? What did I say this is? 34589.9600. Boom. So I could go on and on and on, and we could try to match it all up, but it gets kind of weird once you get closer to this, because this is where you start initializing. But as time goes on, like once you get like 20 bars in or something like that, it starts to really be the same. And so there you go. And as we've already seen down here, if we take the SMA and calculate it, we've already shown that it basically looks exactly the same. Let's see if we can do this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's see if we do this. So let's look at that, and let's look at this. I mean, they're literally identical twins. I think I need to do this a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, they're basically twins. So anyways, there's your SMA. And like I said, I promise that we will go ahead and talk about the backtester. So my backtester is different than most other backtesters. Most other backtesters will let you download all of the data, and then, you know, let's say that you have all of this data, which is kind of unrealistic unless you're crazy and you want to download thousands and thousands and thousands of candles every time you're in live mode. But the way it works is, in real life, you probably download 200 candles at a time, or maybe 1,000 candles at a time. So let's say this is 1,000 candles. And you, in real life, you would analyze this 1,000 and create your indicator here. And then you would say, you would do this, and you come here, and you would basically say, okay, we're at this candle. So we've analyzed from this candle 1,000 candles back. Did I get a true or false value for my evaluation? If I got a true, then I would enter as this candle is being built, right? Whereas the way regular backtesters work, you already have all this information and stuff like that. So you're basically kind of lying and cheating. So what I've done is I've made it so that way you download, like, let's say 6,000 candles, whatever this is, 6,000 candles. And then you go through each one of those candles, and the only thing the backtester can see is this 1,000 candle chunk. Then it goes next candle, evaluate, next candle, evaluate, next candle, evaluate, next candle, evaluate. So it has no idea what is in the past, and it has no idea what is in the future. So all you're working with is this little chunk of data, which is, again, the way the real world works. And so what we do is we have a bunch of these order settings. Like, you can set your how much you want to risk of your account, how many trades you want. And this is that's the little window that I was talking about, the number of candles that you want to work with in your little window, how much you want to risk, all types of different things. We set that stuff up. We set up, if we want to use a stop loss to break even, if we want to trail the stop loss, all types of stuff there. And then we come in here, we send all that information over to the backtester. It does its work. This backtester with the Nitro Boost, I like to call it, we were able to do 7,000 different combinations in 2 minutes, which is absolutely insane, which means we could do 14,000 combinations, which would be like 40 million candles in 4 minutes. I mean, come on. And so out of that 6,000, I filtered some stuff out here, and so we're able to see the total wins, losses, gains, to the fees, total P&L, all that other stuff. And so I'm just moving it into the upside, which is my own calculation that is really, really important when looking at which strategies did the best. So we can see here we gained 93%. This is just a buy when the RSI is low strategy. We had a 43% win rate though. And so in order to see, like, okay, we've got all these different possibilities with the index and the indicator settings and the order settings, like stop loss and all of those stuff. We plug that information into here, and that will spit out each and every single entry and exit and take profit filled and move the stop loss and all that other stuff. Then we send it over to the processor that I showed you earlier, and then now it'll spit out exactly what happened, so you can see where you entered, where you exited, what happened, when did you move your stop loss. You can see us moving the stop loss here. We took profit here. You can see this thing is just still going. You can see here we moved our stop loss up. We're still waiting to see what happens. We moved the stop loss up, and then we actually took profit. Here we're moving the stop loss up, moved it up, we took profit. We took profit again on another trade. We're moving the stop loss up. Okay, and then we got our stop loss filled up here. So this trade started here, and we exited here, and so on and so on and so on and so on. You can just watch that unfold. And so this is only accessible to the people who are going to be part of the Pro program. And the Pro program is completely free. It just matters if you qualify. So again, join the Discord. It's in all my links right here, and you can join the Discord. And so I'm also giving out lessons to people who want to learn how to code, or who think that they have a strategy that they want to test, or any of that other stuff. So I do paid and non-paid work. Again, it depends on your level of skill and what you're able to bring to the table. And and also if you don't want to do any of that coding or any of that other stuff, and you just want to make some money, I also have a hedge fund that you can be a part of as well. So any and all questions, any and all information, let me know. And also too, this is not a joke, this is real. Watch this. This is my testnet account for this exchange that I'm using, right? Now here you can see here, Mufex test, because that's the exchange that I use. If you want, you can sign up to Mufex or Apex or whatever other exchange that I'm promoting down, and it's a DEX, which means it's decentralized. And so here, I'm going to create an order, and then you're going to be able to see it show up. Boom. So not only can you backtest, you can pick out whichever settings that you want. Then you can go and create a strategy here with the strategy, and you can go live with the strategy. So you can see here, we just give it the indicator settings. You give it the order indicator settings. So if we look at these things right here, it's the same thing as this. We look, we see that these are the results that we want. We see all the trades, we're happy with it. We say indicator 112. We put it into here. This is 12 would go here, 1 would go here, and then we just go live. And our live mode basically sends all the information over to the exchange, and it trades for us. And I already showed you. This thing is hooked up to trade already. And so whether you do Forex, crypto, any of that other stuff, you just come here, backtest your strategies. You can live trade on whatever exchanges we have available. I'm the maker of this, so if you have any questions or concerns or whatever it is, you can let me know too. So again, ultimately, I want you guys to be able to join the Discord, join the Telegram, have some fun, join a community, build a community together, and use the backtester. But if not, I hope that you were able to see what we have going on here with the backtester and everything, and hopefully you were able to learn how to do the SMA. So with that being said, I think I'm kind of all out of stuff to say. So that's it, and see ya.